Om Shanti. Good morning. Today's topic is baggage of tiny mistakes. Generally, we think it's a very small mistake. Actually, it is a tiny mistake. And we ignore these mistakes. And it's good to ignore mistakes, but it is good to ignore mistakes of others and go ahead with them. But if I am doing mistakes all the time, it is important to keep an eye on your own mistakes. If you do not keep an eye on tiny mistakes, slowly, these mistakes get compiled, and you will never realize how big baggage you are carrying of these tiny mistakes. Many a times you might have seen that in any relationship with somebody, you'll find that it was a very small mistake, but that other person feel it very badly. And the reaction because of that mistake or the result of that tiny mistake was very big. And you keep wondering why this small mistake resulted so big. Let me tell you one story. It's one of my favorite stories. And this story I always quote during stress management programs, but today it is again relevant here. Idli's story. There was a person passes by. He was very hungry and he was just crossing through the roads, and he find a roadside dhaba, and he saw warm idlis are getting prepared over there. So he went to shopkeeper and he asked, how much idli cost? Shopkeeper said, 5 rupees each. So this person said, okay, I'll have it. Once I'll feel full, then I'll pay for it. Shopkeeper was fine with that. This person started having idlis. He ate 1, 2, 3, 4. He was as hungry as before. He had 5th and 6th idli. He feel good. There is something in it. Then again, but there was a space. He can have few more idlis. So he ate 7th, and very consciously he slipped in 8th idli also. And after eating 8 idlis, he was feeling so full. And he went to the shopkeeper. He paid 5 rupees. Actually, he was supposed to pay 40 rupees containing all 8 idlis. But he paid only 5 rupees. Shopkeeper looked at this person very dramatically, why he was very amazed. And this person said, look, my stomach was full because of 8th idli only. So I'll pay for 8th idli only. Shopkeeper was even smarter, and he said, okay, keep that 8th idli with you because you pay for that, and return back all 7 idlis to me. That is actually not possible. This looks like a joke, looks like a very funny or not relevant story. But this story is very, very relevant in our day-to-day life. Basically, when sometimes we are not able to answer our own questions, why this one tiny act or one tiny mistake resulted so big? This is because idlis. Idli means each idli is one tiny mistake. We never realize that we are doing some mistakes till 4. 4 means 50% of baggage is ready on your head. We do not realize. We only realize when 75% baggage means 6 idlis that person has already had. So when 75% of baggage of tiny mistake is full, we think that, okay, somewhere I'm doing some mistakes. I should be cautious, but we are not that alert to be cautious. And very easily, very quickly, we commit seventh and eighth mistake. What will happen after eighth mistake? Payment is done after eighth mistake. This payment is not in cash, it is in kind. And this payment is sometimes we break relationship, sometimes anger, ego, hatred, jealous. Sometimes we cost very big against that one tiny mistake. Actually, you are counting only eighth. Look, do not stick to the number 8. I'm giving one example. Means actually, you are counting only that last mistake. The last mistake you are thinking, this caused this big damage. How? Why? Why this person never reacted on me? And today, because of this small, silly reason, why this person reacted so badly? Well, let me tell you, it is not just that one silly mistake which you mistakenly taking. It is actually, it is actually baggage of all those mistakes which you have done in past. Eighth, the number, the full and final. The full and final, how it reached. It started from 1. And then it become 50% when you didn't realize even that you are carrying baggage of tiny mistakes. You only realize when it results something wrong. And then you are surprised how this small mistake made people hurt so much. Now people are getting hurt since beginning. Today they reacted. So see the baggage, the piling of small, small, small mistakes. Those people who change themselves practically to commit small, tiny mistakes. Those people who keep an eye on their small mistakes and change it according to their ambience, according to their people, relations. These people are smarter in every move. Our first administrative head of Brahmakumaris, respected Mateshwari Jagdambaji, she used to say one very important thing. I'm going to show you on slide. How these mistakes are committed and how these mistakes could be quoted. Number 1, if you commit the mistake first time, that may be a mistake that could be told as ignorance. You didn't know and you commit this mistake. It's okay. It's forgivable. It's avoidable. It may be you're not informed. It is not your problem. All those things. So once you commit any mistake for the first time, mistake for the first time means it is a mistake. It's okay. If you repeat the same mistake second time, that means you have decided to do it. It is not a mistake anymore. It is a decision. You have decided because first time you knew that it is a mistake. It was wrong. It was not welcomed. And then again, just because people are silent around me, just because people tolerating me, just because it was my first mistake, nobody gave me correction. I take a liberty to do the same mistake second time. So this liberty, second time, same mistake, is actually a decision. A wrong decision will cost for something. Remember, I'll come back to this. Any wrong decision, once you decided and do something wrong, that means you be ready to take that a result of that, whatever you did, to take that result. So that means you have to understand, second time, any mistake which is repeated twice, thrice, that means you are deciding it to do it. Consciously, you are committing that mistake. You are ignoring others' effort to tolerate your mistake. You are actually ignoring the other's pain to go through, to cross through with your mistake. That means you are creating some papka. That becomes a sin. That becomes a sin. First time, it could be ignorance, it is forgivable. It could be a mistake. But second time, when you decide to do it again, you ignore others' others' efforts, you ignore others' tolerance, you disrespect other people who are gently not trying to break your heart to give you corrections. That means you are committing some sins and you have to pay for it. And third time, any further, in the slide we have third point, any further means once or twice you repeat the mistake, that is a decision. But any further, if you keep on doing same mistake, it is a habit. Thanks for this slide. Habits are very difficult to destroy. It is a habit. I'm giving you a very small, tiny mistake. We very casually say, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. Are you really sorry for that? Okay, once you did, it was a demand of time. How many times it could be demand of time? How many times? Once you forgot, twice you forgot. If you are forgetting all the time, catch yourself. Catch yourself. You are habitual to forgetting important things. It is important to tell yourself to change your habit. So think about it and rethink about it. Small mistakes becomes very big. This baggage of small mistakes means what I tell you. These are so tiny that we simply ignore these mistakes. Very tiny, very tiny. But these small mistakes, drop by drop, or little, if I fill a vessel, if I keep filling that vessel drop by drop, what will happen? One day, vessel will get full. So you commit tiny mistakes, you ignore it. Second time, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, you are committing mistakes. Then you are actually filling your personality drop by drop with negativity. You are troubling people around you. Little, all the time. What will happen? A day will come when baggage will full. Once baggage will be full, it will burst. Burst in the sense you have to pay for it. So think about it. Rethink about it. Before committing these small mistakes, do not ignore your small, tiny habits. Well, when it becomes my habit, simply, I'm so casual. I'm telling you small mistakes. What I mean with the small mistakes, like 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, coming late than whatever time you have given, forgetting things, or not fulfilling your commitments, saying something, saying like giving a comment and saying, I just casually told you, take it easy, don't mind. Why people will not mind? Why they will not mind? They will mind. They'll mind. And then you have to mind your behavior. So these baggage gives simply, very simply, you are behaving and it has come in your nature, like making sounds which create problem to others, smoking on non-smoking places. Smoking itself is a bad habit, but what I'm saying, small, tiny mistakes, very small, which you never think that it is a mistake. But these mistakes make a boundary, make a very big barrier between you and people around you. Leave the people around you. It make a barrier between you and those good wishes which are coming to you. It stops you to receive good wishes from people. Small mistakes are a type of leakage which drain out your goodness slowly. A spiritual person is supposed to check and change themselves. Slowly, it becomes my habit and it becomes my sanskar. Sanskaras are very difficult to change. So I need to check myself and recheck myself. How to recheck? Well, it is difficult to receive feedback from people. But if I do some spiritual studies, like in Brahmakumaris, we have a spiritual discipline to study daily Murli. Murli are spiritual versions, godly versions, which we study daily. So this type of studies, spiritual studies, will help you to check yourself. Are you really correct? Or are you committing some mistake somewhere? Second is change. When I meditate, nothing else, not really required to meditate with very big, difficult visualizations. If I am able to meditate very simply, very simply, I am a soul, I am child of God, I can connect myself to God and receive God's energy. This visualization and it. So if I am able to visualize, I am connected to God, the incorporeal, and I am receiving his energies in me. This visualization is capable enough to change my deep-seated habits, to change my sanskar. Spirituality is only method to check your tiny mistakes. And meditation is that method to clear off the baggage of mistakes which you are actually carrying. This is the reason when you meditate for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes, When you meditate properly with the guidance of a teacher, if you're rightly meditating, if you practice it for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, immediately after meditation, you generally say, I'm feeling light. Why are you feeling light? Because actually you cleared some baggage which you were carrying all the time on your head. That baggage of always ignored small tiny mistakes. That is why after every time of meditation, after every correct meditation, you feel very light, because some of that baggage get cleared, some amount. So it is important to study spiritual concepts. Whatever you want to study, you can. If you want to connect with Brahmakumaris, that's always welcome. So study about my real self, study about time, study about karma, study about connection with God, study about my daily dharana, daily inculcation of values. So all these studies help me to check these tiny mistakes. Once you study, you'll be able to meditate properly. And once you meditate properly, then you are able to clear bit by bit this baggage. Once you have started clearing this baggage from your head, the baggage of tiny mistakes, you will find you are feeling very light. You're feeling good. You're feeling blossom. And this is what we wanted to tell you in this session. So let's meditate. Simple meditation. I, the soul, getting connected to the divine, the basic visualization. Let's meditate. Sit properly, straight, with back straight, feet on floor. Now, take a few deep breaths in and out. Relax yourself. Visualize as if your legs are relaxed. They are getting dissolved in air. The part of your body seated into the chair, it gets dissolved in chair. The part of body, my chest, shoulders, neck and head, which is upright, it is again getting dissolved in air. I am only left with my original identity, a tiny soul, a tiny point of light, little above this chair. I am a beautiful point of light, a tiny star, shining at the place of forehead of this body. I leave this body as it is already dissolved. I fly upwards, up and above. I leave this earth behind. I am away from Earth's atmosphere. I travel through dark space. As I even go further, I cross a zone of white light, going deep into this light. I'm feeling relaxed. As I go in, I find this zone of white light changing into golden red light. I go deep into this world of golden red light. I find there are numerous small stars floating in this light. This is world of silence. I'm feeling peaceful. It's all golden red light around me. Every star looks similar, but different. All are discrete. There is no movement in this world. I find one very bright star. This is God. Without any special identification, I, the soul, myself know this is my eternal Father, God. I go close to Him. I receive His rays of me. He is as tiny as all other stars, but His radiations are brighter. I feel very comfortable with God's radiations. I'm receiving God's light in me. I absorb His light in me. I'm feeling peaceful and full. God's light making me feel full. I absorb this light in me and gently come back to this forehead, into this chair. Now keep feeling that same connectivity with God, receiving His lights in you and feeling peaceful. Om Shanti.